details on the investigation into the suspicious death of Gene Hackman and his wife.
An autopsy was performed. Initial findings noted no external trauma to either individual.
Have investigators been able to get into the obtained cell phones?
Not at this time. We have them in our possession. Those were collected yesterday.
Listen, this is part of the 911 call.
Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
The mystery in the desert, as some Hollywood stars take to social media with their own bizarre theories.
It was a quiet evening in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The golden hues of the desert sunset faded into darkness, leaving Gene Hackman's mansion bathed in eerie moonlight.
This is so mysterious. They're in 3 separate areas. Yeah. Gene Hackman, his wife, the dog.
We'll be analyzing cell phone data, phone calls, text messages.
There have been a lot of theories about what happened inside that house.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving.
For decades, the legendary actor had chosen a life of solitude over the constant noise of Hollywood. He had walked away from the flashing lights and red carpets, seeking peace in his remote estate. But on this particular night, that peace would be shattered forever. The news broke suddenly. Gene Hackman was dead. Fans mourned. The industry paid its respects. A life well lived, they said.
Our community lost a giant, and I lost a dear friend, Gene Hackman.
But then, the second report surfaced. His wife, Betsy Arakawa, had also been found dead at the same time, in the same house. Before anyone could process this bizarre development, a third shocking twist emerged. Hackman's beloved dog had also perished that night. What started as a simple obituary had now turned into a full-blown Hollywood mystery. And just when people thought the story couldn't get any stranger, investigators uncovered new security footage from outside Hackman's mansion. The footage that changed everything.
Collected from the residence, from this search warrant, there were 2 green in color cell phones, 2 bottles of medication, 1 bottle of over-the-counter Tylenol, my request medical records, and a 2025 monthly planner calendar.
7 days, 2 bodies found, and no cause of death. Santa Fe law enforcement continue to remain tight-lipped about the suspicious death investigation into Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and their dog.
An individual arrived to perform maintenance on the residence, became concerned after receiving no answer, and contacted neighborhood security to conduct a welfare check. Security then checked on the residence and observed Mr. Hackman and Miss Arakawa on the ground unresponsive through a window and called 911.
Celebrity deaths are nothing new. They happen, and usually the public gets clear, detailed reports about what transpired. But Hackman's death? It wasn't that simple. Something was off. The initial police report was vague. There was no immediate cause of death announced, which was unusual for someone of Hackman's stature. Authorities claimed there was no foul play, yet they refused to release details about how exactly Hackman and his wife had died. And then there was the delay in the autopsy report. Another red flag. Usually in high-profile cases, the cause of death is determined and made public within days. But this time, silence. Fans started asking questions. Why weren't the police giving clear answers? Why did Betsy die at the exact same time as Gene? And why did their beloved dog pass away under similarly mysterious circumstances? Then came the biggest revelation yet, the security footage. Investigators reviewed hours of surveillance recordings from outside Hackman's estate, hoping to find something, anything, that could explain what had happened inside that house. What they found only made things more chilling. A shadow in the night. The footage showed movement near Hackman's mansion at odd hours. Dark, shifting figures. At first, they seemed like nothing. Tricks of the light, maybe. But then, as investigators watched closer, the anomalies became undeniable. Someone had been near Hackman's house before his death. Who were they? Why were they there? And why hadn't Hackman's top-tier security system detected an intruder? Police tried to identify the figures, but no one was caught on neighboring cameras entering or leaving the property. It was as if these visitors had appeared out of nowhere and disappeared just as quickly. The dog that knew too much? The footage also revealed another unsettling detail: the unusual behavior of Hackman's dog. In the days leading up to the tragedy, neighbors had noticed the dog acting strangely, whining, pacing, almost as if sensing something was wrong. But the real shock came when investigators confirmed that the dog had died at the same time as Hackman and Betsy. What could have caused 3 living beings to perish at once, without any clear cause? Could the dog have been poisoned? Was there some undetected gas leak? Some experts believe that in many mysterious deaths, animals are the first to sense danger. If something was happening inside that house, had the dog known before anyone else? The vanishing timeline. Then, the biggest twist yet. Parts of the security footage appeared to be missing. Crucial timestamps erased. Moments just before Hackman's estimated time of death gone. Investigators were left baffled. Had someone deliberately tampered with the footage? Was there something they didn't want the world to see? If so, who had access to Hackman's security system? For every question answered, 3 more emerged. And then came the most shocking discovery yet: a bizarre and disturbing truth. Forensic experts took a closer look at Hackman's body. What they found shattered previous assumptions about his death. His body was found in a mummified state. How could that be possible? Mummification doesn't happen overnight. In normal conditions, a body decomposes within days. But in Hackman's case, investigators suggested he may have been dead for far longer than initially believed. Suddenly, the entire timeline was in question. The public had been told that Hackman died on the same night as Betsy, but what if that wasn't true? What if Hackman had been dead for days before anyone even noticed? And if that were the case, what really happened to Betsy? A Hollywood cover-up? With so many unanswered questions, theories spread like wildfire. Theory number 1: poisoning. Some believed Hackman, Betsy, and even their dog had been poisoned. Theories ranged from accidental poisoning, like carbon monoxide exposure, to something far more sinister: intentional poisoning by an unknown intruder. Theory number 2: a hidden Hollywood scandal. Others took the conspiracy further. Gene Hackman was one of the last surviving Hollywood icons from a golden era that many say was riddled with secrets. Some speculated that Hackman may have known something he wasn't supposed to. Was he silenced before he could reveal the truth? It sounds like something out of a movie, but so do the missing footage, the mysterious visitors, and the unexplained deaths. Theory number 3: a gas leak or environmental toxin. Then, authorities revealed one final piece of evidence. A small gas leak was found inside the house. The official report stated it wasn't enough to be lethal, but some experts disagreed. Could there have been a larger, undetected gas leak that affected everyone in the house? If so, why didn't the authorities catch it sooner? Where do we go from here? Hackman's case remains open. The toxicology reports have yet to be released. Investigators are still piecing together the timeline, trying to determine if the security footage was intentionally altered or if there's another explanation. As of today, the public still doesn't know what really happened inside Hackman's mansion. Was it a tragic accident? A natural but eerie coincidence? Or is there something far darker lurking beneath the surface? The only thing we know for sure is that the world isn't ready to let this mystery go. Gene Hackman spent his life telling stories on screen, but in his final days, he became the center of one of Hollywood's most unsettling real-life mysteries. And until the truth comes out, the world will keep asking one question: what really happened inside Gene Hackman's mansion? Do you believe there's more to Gene Hackman's death than what's been revealed? Could it have been poisoning, foul play, or even a Hollywood cover-up? Or was it just a bizarre coincidence? One that will forever remain unexplained? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love uncovering the mysteries of Hollywood, check out our other videos. You won't want to miss it.